What's up, folks? This is Jeff. I'm going to be doing StrongLifts 5x5 workout A today. This is day 20 in the 7-week program. I'm going to be in the middle of the second week in this video. It's April 22nd on a Wednesday morning, right before work, so I did it on an empty stomach. I know in the last video I wanted to see how it would feel if I worked out with food in me, and then how it would feel if I worked out with no food. And yeah, it was pretty hard. It was tough. I'm going to be making this video a little bit different. I'm going to be recording myself doing the commentary while watching the playback, and then I'm going to be splicing in both the workout footage with the commentary footage, just to make it a little bit more interactive. This might make the videos it might take a little bit longer to output, but I think it'll be a little bit more intimate, I guess. I don't know. Like I'm actually talking to you, you know? Here we go with the warm-up. I did 45, I did free weights. I mean, I did no weights, and then I did 45, 95, 135, 185, the standard stuff as I went through the warm-up. I set the camera right behind me. It doesn't have to be as far back as my old camera, the Mino Flip. So yeah, I'm using the new SJ4000 in this feed. I mean, this is the first day I'm using the new camera, and it's pretty good. I mean, it shows like this cool fisheye lens effect throughout the workout. I don't have to set it as far away as I do with the Mino Flip camera, and it feels just like a GoPro. I guess the differences between that and the GoPro, it's kind of comparable to the GoPro 4 in that it's the same size, it takes all the same housing equipment and stuff like that. I'm still figuring out the audio stuff for it because I actually recorded this commentary yesterday with it, but it muffled out all the sound, and I think the housing doesn't take sound as well, so I've got to figure out how to record it while it's mounted without, I don't know. There's some stuff I got to figure out with the new thing. But yeah, so far so good. It's crisp, it's clear, it looks nice, it looks a lot nicer, I guess. I'll have to mess with the settings to see what else I can do with it. Here we go with the first working set. Now 245 pounds is the last working weight that I did when I was doing bro splits. So that was before I ever did StrongLifts 5x5. And so that means that it's been roughly about 7 weeks now since I've done any heavy squats. So I'm back to where I am now, and it's heavy. It's a lot of work, you know. It's Saturday right now. I did day 21 yesterday, and I'll commentate on that when I get to that video, but my legs are pretty sore. So I actually went to go see a masseuse today, just to get everything all kind of rubbed out and and just kind of loosen up, you know. So it's helping, and she's actually a sports masseuse. So I would suggest that if you are doing this stuff, go see one. That way you can figure out where your weaknesses and where your pressure points are and loosen them out. It'll definitely help you as you go through this type of lift, or this type of program, or any program for that matter. As I'm going through the working sets, I'm trying to go back to what I was comfortable with before I did my form check. So I took the advice from the form check, plus I did all the stuff that I was good with as I was developing my form, and I stuck to that. So I'm going through it with no longer a high bar squat. I'm doing the low bar squat positioning. I'm trying to keep my legs a little bit right outside the shoulders, and I'm keeping my entire top torso tight. So I'm engaging the back, engaging the chest, and just squeezing the shoulder blades together so I can get the bar as far back behind my traps as possible. And then I start working on the legs, and I go down the descent. I pause at the bottom. I'm trying to stick my butt out, and just like in Ripeto's video when he was teaching the low bar squat, I'm trying to drive all the power, you know, behind my butt and my lower back. And I don't know, for some reason it feels like I can explode a lot better that way and just go back on the raise. And it's especially helpful because I'm always pausing at the bottom, or at least I'm trying to. And that was actually what I was focusing on a lot more of yesterday during day 21 as well. Yeah, and there's also plenty of footage where I'm resting in between. You know, I'm wrapping up my wrists a lot tighter now, and yeah, these squats now are no joke. I'm taking at least 3 to 4 minute breaks in between now. It takes a lot to recover. I mean, I know you shouldn't be resting for too long. Like I used to go for like what 30, 45 second a minute breaks and then trying to get through it again, doing the reps of 10, just the standard bro stuff. But I mean, I want to get through these lifts, you know, and that's where I feel like I'm getting more satisfaction and more results as I finish off this stuff. So I really want to hit the 25 to 25 reps, and yeah, I'm using the safety bars more. I need to get used to that. I need to get used to having that stuff ready because I might be failing soon. You know, I've never done anything past this point. So after day 20, I'm going into waters that I've never treaded before. I guess that's the saying. That's how the saying goes. Maybe I might have done 275 once, but I don't remember. I guess I could check my logs. But I know 245 was the last working set, and that was like 6 to 8 reps, if at all. You know, so this is fun. This is exciting. It's scary. It's great. All right, so what else am I doing? I'm focusing on trying to make it all set up correctly. My footing is all in place. I'm trying to make sure the placement is good. And you know, the time for me to really get focused and be ready to do the lift takes a lot longer now. It's none of that stomp stuff, you know, where I look, I breathe, and all. I do all of that, of course, but just to get the concentration to really lift this weight, I don't know, man. I like zoning out when I do it, so that's what I'm trying to do as I go through the lifts. Now we're gonna move on to the overhead press. This is the first working set. I'm doing 120 pounds. This is heavy. Oh my god. So I'm about 15 pounds away from the goal that I want to be at, where I'll be happy that I hit that weight because I've never hit 135. But I remember 120, 125 was where I stopped. And honestly, I don't even remember the last time I did 120, 125. I never really understood the form for overhead press. So it always hurt my rotator cuffs. It would always hurt my elbows. But I'm starting to get the hang of this stuff now. You know, I watched The Art of Manliness with Mark Ripito again for the overhead press. Did a lot of good advice there. You know, so like I've said in the earlier videos, I do that whole surfboard thing where you keep the whole top torso with the hips all aligned, like just one board, you know, really straight and stiff. And then he does like this thing where he kind of pushes his hips forward, or he's teaching the guy to push his hips forward, and then he pushes up. You know, and that's helped a lot too. The only problem is when I'm doing it, you know, I'm trying to keep all that stuff tight, but then as soon as I push it up, I want to put my head forward, I lose all my balance and stuff. So that's stuff I've got to get the hang of. You know, I'm setting up the safety bars to make sure that I've got everything set okay before if I do fail. But the one thing that has really helped and has really helped my grip and the control is taking the bar, you know, and then having the bar align with the crease of your hand, so that when you grab it like this, right? And then what it does is it automatically flares out your elbows. But then when you do mount the bar and get ready to do the lift, it'll bring your elbows in, right? So you're kind of like this, and then when you push up, it's like this whole natural feeling where I've got all the control with the bar now. You know, I'm not trying to just jerk it up or push it up or whatever now. I've actually got control of the bar where I'm like, okay, it's time to lift this shit. You know, so I'm gonna start doing that. That cue did not happen until like the third or the fourth set. So it kind of late, you know, but whatever, I got it. You know, now I'm really happy with this lift. So I think hitting the 135 will be in no time. I've only got one overhead press lift for next week. So I've got to make that count, and I'll keep all that in mind. That's going to be what, day 24, I think it is. Yeah, I've got a camping trip coming up next weekend, so I'm going to move everything one day before, just like I did with Coachella. So I'm going to be doing day 22 tomorrow, and then day 23 is going to be on Tuesday. All right, so let's go with the deadlift. I have no complaints here. Not just yet. One thing that I really need to work on is getting my butt a little bit lower. So I'm like sitting on air. You know, like I'm sitting on an invisible chair on the lift off. I'm looking at the video, and my butt isn't as low as it should be. Some parts I do lower it, but then like on the lift, it automatically goes up. But I am resetting after every drop. You can see me shifting my feet side to side and all that stuff, which is great because it's engaging all the muscles correctly. You know, I'm not just lifting and compensating by doing weird angles and stuff like that. I'm actually resetting the deadlift and making sure that I get it the first time, every first time. You know, I'm not doing a 5 by 1. I'm doing a 1 by 1 by 1 by 5 times. I don't know. You know. Anyway, so with this, I'm still doing at least 2 sets. But I think what I'm going to do is, because I don't want to just set up for 1 set of deadlifts, I'm going to do 1 by 5, just like Mehdi says, and just like the StrongLift program calls for. But I might do 3 sets of 3 also afterwards, just so that I can get some more reps in and get used to the form even more, you know? Because there's still some stuff in the form that I want to work out, and doing it once, 5 times, 1 or 2 times a week isn't enough for me. So I'm going to be doing that. Alright, so that's it for day 21. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment up your feedback. Send me some plur vibes if you're down and you feel that. And I'll see you in the next episode when I get back into rec mode. Thank you.